Hi everyone, this is Chris Wood. I'm going to talk about Physics 104 Strategic Revision highlights. I was part of a team along with Ginny McDonald and Jason Kane.
Yeah, baby!
In my opinion, there are 5 noteworthy features of this course. I should also mention that I think this course is among the oldest online courses offered by Schoolcraft. It's certainly up there. Highlight number 1, there are no materials that a student needs to purchase to take this course, which is pretty cool because in addition to no textbook fees, there are no lab fees, and this course does count as a lab course. At the center of everything is Crash Course Astronomy. The host of this series is Phil Plait. It's these series of Crash Course Astronomy videos that basically replaces the textbook. It's not a watered-down version either. There's a lot of deep science, but he really does present it in a really engaging way. Another key component in this course are the resources from the Nebraska Astronomy Applet Project. These are produced by the University of Nebraska and are funded by the National Science Foundation. They're very popular, very widely used, and our goal is to use them in really innovative ways. A third category are the PhET simulations. PhET used to stand for Physics Education Technology, but they've gone way beyond physics. These are really popular. They're used throughout K-12 and in probably every college and university. Again, our goal is not just to use them, but to integrate them into labs and other activities that provide a really effective learning experience. The fourth major category is NASA and other taxpayer-funded institutions like the Jet Propulsion Laboratory and a bunch of other consortiums that involve universities all over the place. Highlight number 2, real data, real tools. This is similar to the previous category, but I want to stress actual data that the tools are using. For example, SDO is the Solar Dynamics Observatory, which is basically a satellite that's flying around the sun, taking very high-resolution pictures and sending them back to Earth. The great thing about SDO is not only do they provide really high-resolution images and video, but they also provide tools that let our students access and manipulate this data very nicely. Once again, another plug for NASA. The third bullet here, Galaxy Zoo. This is an example of citizen science where our students can sign up and access real data collected by real satellites and space missions and provide feedback that gets fed into a giant database. For example, our students look at data sets containing galaxies and they categorize these galaxies based on several appearance parameters. Highlight number 3, self-contained assessments. Jason brought this to my attention. I didn't see it myself. But what has happened with this course is there's been a move toward clearing the clutter. It always drove me crazy to click into a module and see a really long laundry list of things to do in terms of pre-assessment and post-assessment activities. That just introduces too many disconnections. A student has to click into and out of a long list of things before they get to the assessment, and then click into and out of a bunch of additional things after the assessment. In an effort to clear the clutter and streamline things, a module ideally consists of only an assessment, and the assessment itself is bundled with all the things you need to worry about and take care of before, during, and after completing the assessment itself. It makes for a much more streamlined experience, in my humble opinion. Highlight number 4, reaction essays. The original motivation behind reaction essays is the thinking that if you can't talk about something, then you don't really understand it. Another motivation is to come up with an anti-plagiarism and an anti-AI assessment as well. In a nutshell, the student watches one of these Crash Course Astronomy videos, and then they write a reaction essay. You can see that there's a lot of guidance given to the student to write the essay. It's not just, hey, just speak extemporaneously about whatever you want. I think this bullet is really key. Describe your overall reaction, what revelations, if any, stand out. Is there anything you agree or disagree with? What preconceptions did this video change or reinforce? And if you could, what would you ask or say to Phil Plait about the topics included in these videos? So that sounds like some pretty good structure to me, but on top of that, the student has to incorporate, in this case, 35 out of the 47 key terms, phrases, and concepts listed in this table. Reaction essays were used in the previous version of this course, and they're very effective. I got a lot of good success with them, and this evolution is quite a bit better. Highlight number 5, collaboration project. I myself have become very jaded over the years. I've never seen, to be honest, an online group project that I thought was actually valuable. Until maybe now. I mean, just read this introductory sentence. This group project is based on the mind-boggling science of the Big Bang. It equally focuses on the religious, spiritual, existential, and philosophical views it triggers in each of us. The innovative part of all this is, to me, the fact that each individual student within a group contributes their own questions and statements. The group then collates and filters these contributions, and then the onus goes back to the student who creates their own personalized Big Bang kaleidoscope resource. So the sequence is individual, group, individual. The ultimate deliverable is a student-produced resource, but it derives from a group collaboration effort. The great thing about this is students get to benefit from group contributions and group camaraderie, but at the end of the day, they're creating their own resource. So there's no risk of having, say, for example, a 5-person group and only 2 of the 5 students are really doing meaningful work.
Oh, behave.
Thanks again to Ginny and Jason and everyone else who helped on this project. I've covered 5 highlights, but beyond those highlights, the course is just a lot better in terms of its look and feel. Some of that is Blackboard Ultra, but most of it comes from the work of Jason and Distance Learning to make it just a lot more pleasing to the eye and easier to flow through.
Thank you very much.